Manoj Gaur, Executive Chairman of Jayaprakash Associates, is with us. Good morning, Mr. Gaur. Thank you very much for finding time for us. Well, actually, now a JP investor would want to know what is left in JP. You still have about, I think, 22 million tons of cement making capacity, among other things. What would be a revenue run rate for with the assets that you have left behind in JP Associates?
Good morning. Thank you very much for asking me this question. First of all, let me begin with that this organization is now more than 45-year-old. And if we trace the history, even though in last 10 years and especially in last 15 years, because let me compliment you for completing very accomplished 15 years in business intelligence journalism.
Thank you.
CNBC has been at the forefront. This company, JP Associates, has done well when India has done well. When India has not done well, the company also got stagnated. We grew at a very hectic pace from 2002 onwards, and we all know the type of work this group has done. I don't have to say, but with the grace of God, because of vision of Shri Jayaprakash ji, organization did people of India proud of. You asked a question, what is left in JP? In JP, lot of credibility, lot of integrity, lot of humility is left. In JP, there is a lot of cement capacity which is left, almost 20 million ton of cement capacity. In the business of engineering construction, the EPC business, which is strength of JP, that is very much intact.
Yeah.
The real estate, which is housed in JP, that is there. The hospitality business, all for the last financial year, the company JAL clocked at a revenue of about 13,000 crores. And this transaction is a statement that when we are fighting the after effect of the sluggish economy in our country, my father, who has been at the forefront guiding this company, he gave a sage-like wisdom that when the time is tough, you have to divest some good things. And that is why in this year, as 2014 is coming to an end, almost 20,000 crores of disinvestment took place.
Yes.
9,700 crores in hydro, and this 5,400 crores of two plants in Madhya Pradesh. And other than that was Bokaro and a Gani unit Panipat.
Yeah.
But the fact is that with the grace of God, the Jayaprakash shares, I want to tell all my esteemed investors and also the shareholders and the stakeholders that we are working on a plan which we discussed, communicated, even though people took it with a pinch of salt. But there is enough record even with your channel. Last year there was a problem in 2013 in Uttarakhand. People wrote us off for the Vishnupada project that we started.
Mr. Gaur, if I can just interrupt you for 1 second, sir. Can you tell us, if you were just giving us your deleveraging plan, are there any further asset sales that one can expect in this fiscal itself? I mean, you have a plant in HP, Bhilai, you have a thermal power asset in Bina as well. Anything more that you are looking to sell by the end of this fiscal or in the next calendar year?
Madam, actually, let me be very candid here. There are many options when you are fighting the sluggish economy. Companies have chosen, as per their own plans, the method. We have adopted another method that we don't want to give pains to our banks. So we start divesting.
Yeah.
And even though this company, JP Associates, the group, JP Group, as is known, in assets, we are not even in first 20. In revenue, we are not in the first 20. In profit, we are not in first 50. But in terms of divestment, we are number 1. And that is the reason, the objective was not to give pays to the banks. Now, as far as your query that you asked me pinpointedly whether this will be done, not done, I think I think we have done what nobody has done so far, and I am sure the economy will turn for better. There's so much of expectation, there's so much need that yesterday's verdict in Jharkhand, everybody is believing the new government at center will actually do what the nation of 1.2 billion wants, a good economy and prosperity for all. So we want to be fit, and we want to be, I'm sure that these decisions are the signal that how companies can also trim their debt, not only by operational efficiency but also by selling some of the assets and giving comfort to the banks.
Mr. Gaur, I'm not taking away from that at all. It's certainly a creditable achievement to have brought down your debt by 20,000 crores, but there is still 22,000 crores left in the standalone entity. I just want to get the numbers right on that. Will you be able to generate 12,000 crores of revenues with the assets left behind per year? What is the expectation in the next year itself? And how much will the interest come down? You've been paying about 700-800 crores of interest every quarter. How much does that come down to?
देखिए, you have done your maths reasonably well. The fact is that this transaction has just been, MOU has been just signed, and it will take 5-6 months to fructify. So its effect will be only visible after June, hopefully. So the point is that yes, today after this divestment, debt in the main company would come down to around 20,000. At the same time, there are, I must say, if you will do your analysis, because yes, last night I was seeing a program on your channel only, the good analysis of the valuation on which this transaction happened. I am surprised to that you have not even talked about it so far. But the point is that Ultratech, led by Shri Kumar Maglamji, decided to take these assets after taking over Gujarat cement plant. That shows that faith which they have in our asset and the quality of our assets. And otherwise, such transactions do not get repeated, and at a better valuation. So this is what I have already talked, that our assets are some of the best assets. As far as Jal top line is concerned, I am very confident. The EPC business, hello?
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Hello? The EPC business has been very sluggish in last 3 years, because if you will do your analysis, there hardly have been contracts in which we have been number one. In hydro sector, in roads, your analysis shows newspapers are screaming that how developers are having tough time. So unless the EPC contracts come out, the hydro projects come out, India can construct 150,000 megawatt of hydropower. So these projects, once they come, our EPC business alone would be accounting for 5 to 6,000 crores of turnover. So I am very confident that even for FY16, the turnover of the company, we will be clocking not less than 12,000 crores. This is what I am confident.
Okay. Mr. Gaur, you wanted to speak about the valuations. Actually, you know, from one interpretation, your valuations would look like about $130 to $140 per ton. If you had gone to a foreign player, would you not have got more?
Madam, I would like to be enlightened on this analysis of $125 per ton.
No, not 125, around 130, if we assume that the extra clinker capacity that you have, for which you don't yet have a cement plant, if you deduct that, and then unless Ultratech puts extra cement capacity to use that, you know, it wouldn't yield them immediately anything. So adding all that, we would get maybe perhaps about $130 to $140. In any case, why didn't you get to a foreign player, maybe waited for a little longer?
I think in cement, whatever is happening in our country, I am keeping a close track. And I would like to draw your kind attention on what we could do in terms of a grinding unit in Bokaro, where 74% was sold to Dalmia, and that was at a EV of about $88 per ton, which was only for a grinding unit with a supply contract for slag and clinker. Now, Gujarat transition happened at around $130 per ton, which was around 800 crore per million ton. Because rupee and dollar ratio keeps on changing. Now, when we come to these two plants, Rabela and Sidhi in Madhya Pradesh, from any calculation, if I have to do, today the grinding capacity is 4.9 million ton cement, then the valuation is something much more. But let us safely say for the clinker, which you rightly pointed out, let us say 6 million ton, even if because for this they have to spend around 400 to 500 crores. I think valuation is around 900 crore per million ton. And I am very happy, and even because I am an Indian also, that an Indian cement company led by very diminutive and very character person like Kumar Mangalam ji would be the first company to become a 100 million ton cement company from India. So if our divestment helps him, then I am happy as Indian, and I wish him success. And it was a win-win situation for both. So we decided to ink a deal with them.
Mr. Gaur, so what is the total grinding capacity of the other plants that you have currently in HP and in Bhilai? And do you think you could get similar valuations if and when you decide to sell these?
Madam, tomorrow is Christmas, and I wish that Santa also blesses us, that we don't want to disinvest any more cement plants.
So there will be no...
But the capacity is, after this divestment, capacity of the cement business for the group is operational will be 21 million ton. And ultimately by next year it will be around 24 million ton, because one plant in Karnataka is in final stage of completion.
So just if you can tell us, therefore, what might the debt come down to? From around 750 crores quarterly, will your tally go down to about 500, 600?
I think that is a fair assessment. And let us just complete this. We will be signing the definitive agreement next month. By then things will become very clear.
All right, Mr. Gaur, we'll leave it at that. Actually, if we just have time for one last question, just slightly longer term question. I mean, you have been, because of the duress on your balance sheet, selling a lot of your profitable units at a very fast pace. For the next, say, couple of years, what is your vision in terms of which pocket would your strength be the most? Will it be in cement? Will it be in real estate? Will it be in power? What should an investor really look out for?
Madam, very pertinent question, and I am thankful that you asked this question. Dekhiye, when we never thought in 2008, when the Lehman Brothers crisis happened, that India would come out of it, and in 2010 almost things became quite normal, only to go down from 2012 onwards. We could have gone in a different way, not divested, represented to banks, but my father decided that, and we as a company decided that yes, we'll go ahead with a creative way. We'll make ourselves trimmer and reduce debt and prepare, and with one conviction that earlier the funding was 35% equity, 65% loan. Now it would be like to grow with 65% equity, 35% loan. That is one lesson which we have learned as an organization. Because downturn can happen due to various reasons, and sometimes self-inflicted woes, as it happened in our case in our country. But yes, going forward, we will survive in cement. We would remain in cement. God willingly, is 22 million ton, as I mentioned to you. 24 it would be next year, 2016. But yes, new capex will happen, not on loans. Real estate. Around a lot of real estate company would be able to monetize. In fact, you would see the economy comes up as we all hope to. So we would sell some land and reduce the debt further. And real estate will be an important segment. But yes, our very important segment will also remain EPC business, where we will be concentrating. And I can tell you, in terms of size, today we may shrink a bit. But in terms of credibility, this company would outshine many. And time will tell.
Yes.
And I hope and I pray that this company, with good wishes of all of you and with the faith of all the investor shareholders, remain a very healthy company for decades to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gaur, for joining us this morning with all those details. We do hope that you have a very great 2015 as well as everyone in your company.